Man, I guess I've been out of the loop because I ain't know that the Pro Bowl is now being, flag football and skills competition only. Because Pro Bowls, when I used to look at it, they used to be in pads going against each other, NFC, AFC. But now, as I'm reading, and it says that, the NFL has no longer been, a Pro Bowl game, at the end of the regular season of each year. It's not like what it used to be. And they're saying that instead that the league they replaced obviously the event with the Pro Bowl games and will feature AFC and NFC players showcasing their football and non-football, competing in non-football type skills set in a series of challenges over the course of several days in February, including flag football games. So I guess I just been not watching the Pro Bowls. That's probably why they went to the skills competition of flag football, because people ain't been watching. Because I thought that they was like still competing past. But now I guess they said like shit, since ain't nobody watching the Pro Bowl games no more, shit, ain't no more football, ain't no more pads. It's just gonna be flag football, having fun like in your backyard. So I'm thinking about this after the fact, because when I heard that Shador got selected to be in the Pro Bowl, I was like, man, let's go, let's get it. And then I do some research, and I like, now as I was just reading on top of that, I'm like, wait a minute. They changed the Pro Bowl into a flag football skills competition. That's one of the things that the flag football thing, but they changed it to like a skills competition to where it's like they just going around just different events being held. And what is this, like a football version of a jelly bean field day or something, like where they just going to different parts of the field just showcasing off their talents? Is like, if you Shador, should you be happy about something like this? Because it ain't like it's competitive or you going against the other team and pass like where it used to be. It's like, this ain't really, this is like arcade, like kid, like friendly, like not as much of a, not what it used to be. Like, it's nothing like to really compete with. Like, but if you Shador, take advantage of every moment, do this Pro Bowl thing. If it's the first or if it's the last time you do it, just do it. Just say you did it. But at the same time, I guess congratulations. But it's like the NFL is like, they ain't, it ain't what it used to be, man. As far as like, obviously with this being number one, it's like, damn, the Pro Bowls done fell off. Like, don't get me wrong, like I'm still watch because I'm supporting Shador. Excuse me. I'm still supporting Shador. But at the same time, I'm like, damn, like this ain't something that you want to put in, this ain't something you want to tuck away and stash into your, into one of your accomplishments. I don't think this is nothing to be happy or be, to say that you're accomplished. Because I mean, I guess just the sound of it, Pro Bowl, Shador, is like, but at the same time, it's like he replacing, I guess, what, Drake, the quarterback for New England, if I'm not mistaken. And we ain't even in no pads. We just going around just throwing the football, just showing how accurate we can throw it. It's like, it's cool, but it's not competitive. It's not football. Like, it's not that competitive. It's not the competitive football nature that we normally are accustomed of seeing, in Pro Bowl. This is something completely different. So, they saying, well, further to say that the Pro Bowl is something that they've been looking at for a while and really continuing to evolve. That's what NFL executive Peter O'Reilly. Oh God, that last name O'Reilly. But anyway, he told the Associated Press. But saying that they really made a decision based on a lot of internal conversations. Getting feedback from GMs, coaches, getting a lot of feedback from players. And they went on to say that they think that this is a real opportunity to do something wholly different, here and move away from the traditional tackle football game. they decided the goal was to celebrate, 88 other biggest stars in the NFL in a really positive, fun, yet competitive way. How is that competitive? You ain't in no pads. But anyway, the feedback, was very direct, from the guys who had been in the Pro Bowl recently. Well, and it was to keep keep the construct of the week. Anyway, make sure that they are having a multi-day element. So it's like more than one day, as I was saying. And the fact that, they're saying that it was overwhelming positive, feedback from the players as well as from the clubs. But okay, let me say something else real quick. They're saying competitive. I don't see how really competitive you can get if you ain't in no pads. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I just need to see for myself to see, because when I'm hearing this, it's like I don't sense competitiveness if they ain't, in full pads going at each other. But anyway, part of me want to understand of why they switched it over and now they doing everything like in, I guess, shorts or whatever. And I guess they're going to have like their own little merchandise for t-shirts with AFC and NFC, things of that sort, with little hats or whatever. Part of me get it because it's like y'all been playing football all season. Y'all just need a break, just to relax and just have fun and just like, I get that. But the other side of me is like, this ain't no damn Pro Bowl. This ain't nothing but a skills competition. So it's like, cool. But I don't want to put this, I ain't finna like hang this moment in my rafters and be like, I was selected the Pro Bowl. If I'm Shador, I'm just like, okay, I did it. I ain't coming back next year unless I ain't got nothing else to do, unless I'm just bored. But this is not nothing you want to highlight in your career. Trust me, like, man, listen. Ain't in no pass. It's crazy. But that's how disconnected I've been. Because, it was nobody. The reason why I stopped watching the Pro Bowl was because it was no players that I felt like that could really captivate my attention. Like, to make me want to say, like, okay, like, I'm finna watch it. Not ever since, like, Cam Newton. Damn, that's a long time ago. But that's the last person that really, Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham should still be in the league. Cam should too, but you know how the politics go. Realize I didn't say politics. But yeah, it's like in this situation right here, if you Shador, like, you should ask yourself, like, okay, I should do this. I want to see what this feeling of being, in this whole Pro Bowl skills, competition thing, whatever. I want to see just what it feel like. You got to just go for the feel for the first time to see, what it would feel like to be in that type of atmosphere. It could be fun. Of course, it's gonna be fun. So anything that's dealing with, you having fun as a player and just enjoying yourself, like maybe you would want to go back for another year, but still, there ain't nothing that you want to highlight. So ain't nothing that you want to say, hey, I did this. So it's like one of those situations to where, damn if you do, damn if you don't type of situation. But like I said, there ain't nothing that you want to highlight. But at the same time, I want to, I want to like shout out to my boy Shador. Like, he's like right now he is my favorite football player. And throughout everything that he's been through, he remained calm, just the way you should. Because, since the panicking, because what good is that going to do you? It can only just slow you down, and just, frustrate you, and you make everything worse than what what you making it out to be, type shit, whatever. So, it ain't really got to be that way, but it's really just a mindset thing for it, really, it's how the way your mind is structured, just how the way, things are going to come out into display. So by him being calm, cool, that showed that, he could be able to focus on his plays and executing plays and being the best that he could be as a football player and as a person off the field as well by, making sure that his mind is solid, and just leaving it all in God's hands and, being the best version of himself. So he could be able to, showcase off the best version of himself. But yeah, man, this Pro Bowl, I seen it one year when I saw, I think it was Russell Wilson, but I thought that I was missing something because I thought it was like one of them days, like kind of like the All-Star game in the NBA, like you do the skills competition and on Sunday you in full, like I'm thinking they're gonna be in full pads. But no, that's the whole 7 to how many days they do that Pro Bowl thing. They gonna be in shorts and on that field, like it's a jelly bean field day. You going into different sections and of that field and just showing, your skill set. So I'm gonna be watching. But yeah, this is like times is changing, man. Times is really changing. So we just really see what this Pro Bowl this year has to offer. Shout out again to Shador, but that's my take on this whole new change switcheroo of what we call the new version of the Pro Bowl. Sensei's Reality News, and like, subscribe, and I'll holler at y'all on the next one. Again, this is your boy. I'm out. One love.